What is up, my people? Sorry for the ear rape, but yeah, what's up? I'm here with part 3 of What If Deku Stayed Quirkless. So in the last part, I left you guys off on a little cliffhanger. Yeah, I know. I'm evil. But basically, what happened was Deku's arm got ripped off, and if you know where I'm going with this, his parents, with all their money and all of his money, get the best surgeons, and Deku gets a robot arm. He gets a basically, and you'll see that in the title that I will put a slash in something else on there. I don't know yet. I will figure that out when I publish this and upload it. But yeah, so Deku now has a robotic arm and is now classified as handicapped, but his robotic, because the robotic arm they gave him was trash, even though he paid so much money for it. And Deku was just like, after like, 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. Deku was unconscious for in a coma for 5 months. So, Deku wakes up, sees his arm, and he can't move it at all. Like, at all. They basically got scammed. And so, they sue the hospital, and they get all their money back, plus more. So, then Deku decides to be like, we have access to nanite technology. I could probably do something with this. So, Deku is now, basically half bionic. He's like Leo in, Lab Rats, where he only has one bionic arm. And his arm is made out of nanite, so he can make a gun out of it. And after that, he drops out of the movie industry, but he keeps like doing everything else. So he has a bunch of time now, and he is still teaching Koda, Eri, and Katsuo. And then Katsuo mentions his sister, and Deku's just like, why didn't you mention her before when I adopted you? And Katsuo is just like, well, because she was already adopted. And Deku says, by who? And he says, by Miriko. That's why I put her in the last part. In the last part. And then Katsuo says, I actually want to go live with Miriko and my sister. And Deku's just like, alright. Eri and Koda are just like, no, why are you leaving? Are you not happy here? And he's just like, no, I was very happy here. It's just, I want to be with my sister. And they're just like, well, Deku could just adopt her from Miriko. And then Deku says, no, he's right. He should be with his sister. And plus, I have too many enemies now. So it'd be safer for him to be with a pro hero, along with you two. So I'm going to be setting you guys up. Well, Koda, you're going to go with your aunt. And Eri, you're going to be staying with Eraserhead. And I'm going to sell this house and get a new one somewhere else. Because Deku was paying for the house because his parents were like too busy all the time. So he paid the bills and paid for like everything. And I legit mean everything. And then so Deku sells the house. He gets a off the books house. Like nobody knows the house belongs to him. It's in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, Deku's just there with a bunch of weapons. Like he just fills the house. He has this little in the basement. That's his armory. 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 Sorry, I'm speaking too fast. Um and then the attic is where his base of operations is. And if you could tell where I'm going with this, I'm turning him into a vigilante who's out for vengeance and who isn't afraid to kill. Because he is pretty pissed because he lost his arm and the Nomu kind of like destroyed his eye too. So he has a bionic eye as well. And this bionic eye can like zoom in. So he doesn't even need a scope on a sniper rifle. His eye is the scope. And it has infrared, night vision, thermal vision, every type of vision, like x-ray and all that. So, yeah, Deku is pretty adverse in everything. And then Deku gets a ping on his little pager that he has that he set up with Stain. Yeah, him and Stain are working together because I'm gonna say. Oh yeah. Also, I want you guys to know when he woke up. It's been 5 months, and then I forgot to say this, but it's gonna be another 2 month time skip, and over those 2 months, he met Stain. He changed his ideals just a little bit, and so they basically are vigilantes that aren't afraid to kill, and the government knows who they are. Well, not Deku, but knows Stain. And everybody's just been calling Stain and his partner. They've just been calling Deku the Shadow because he's wearing all black and you never see him unless he wants you to, and also you don't find him, he finds you. And so, like I said, he gets a ping from Stain talk about, oh, I've been keeping an eye on your on your friend and her classmates in UA. And Deku's just like, alright, what have they been up to? Well, they just finished their sports festival. And Deku's just like, who won? And he's just, oh yeah, also, during their second year, this is their second sports festival. So like everything, Deku was asleep for like the entire canon, basically. Like all of that he was asleep for. And now they're in the second year. And they're having their second sports festival. Did that, beat it, bada bing, bada boom. And then Deku decides to pay Yue a visit. And again, he has been off the grid for 7 months now. Like, no one's seen him, no one's heard from him, nothing. And so, when he shows up in Class 1A, actually, no. He shows up at lunchtime when all the classes are together, and the alarms start ringing, being like there's an intruder on the campus, and he just throws in smoke bombs into the cafeteria. Everybody just like, what's going on? Is this a test? Is this a villain attack? And Deku just walks up onto a podium and just starts shooting his highly modified vector onto the to the ceiling, And they're all looking at him just like, it's the shadow. What is he doing here? And then Deku's just like, and he has a voice modulator. Um, he sounds pretty weird. I don't have any voice changers because the app that I'm using doesn't allow me to do it. So I'm gonna have to be using my own voice. Here we go. Where is Bakugo Katsuki? That's basically what it sounds like. So just imagine that every time he's in his shadow form. Well, not form, but persona. And then Deku, and then Katsuki steps up, just like, who are you and why are you looking for me? And Deku's just like, he turns off his voice modulator, and he's just like, you don't recognize me? I know it's been 7 months, but I haven't changed that much. And Deku does have like a little beard. He has a beard growing, just a little. Like, it's peach fuzz, but you can see it. And then he's just like, I know it's been so long, but you haven't forgotten me that bad, have you? And she's just like, Deku, we were all worried when you didn't. Well, I was worried when you didn't come and see me. And he was just like, well, I have people after me, so I had to disappear for a little bit. And so she's just like, I mean, but you still could have like came to see me though. And Deku is like, yeah, true. I'm sorry. But yeah. And then Deku is just like, so you want to go out sometime? And she's just like, wait, what? And Deku just repeats himself. I said, do you want to go out? And all the girls in class 1A, and no, all the girls in basically the entire school are like jealous because this ex movie star is asking out basically the hothead of the entire school and also the strongest of the entire school. Well, second strongest because Momo's strongest because she has one for all. Actually, no. Bakugo is the third strongest girl in the entire school because Nejiri is in the big three, and you only get in the big three if you're strong. So yeah, she's third strongest. And then Mina, Momo, and Kendo walk up and just like, hey, do you remember us? And Deku's just like, it's the girls I saved back then. They're just like, you don't remember our names. And Deku's just like, no, I remember. Mina, Momo, and Kendo. How have you guys been? And so that basically happens. All the teachers show up ready for a fight, and they see Deku, and they're just like, didn't you lose your arm and your eye? And Deku's just like, well, yeah, but I replaced them with bionics, so yeah. And also, my arm can do this. And he just shifts his arm into a sniper without a scope because, like I said, his eye is the scope. And I'm gonna say his right arm and right eye. No. Yeah. Yeah, his right arm and his right eye were the ones that got damaged. So, yeah. And then All Might shows up, and Nezu, and Eraserhead with Eri. They all show up, and they're just like, Deku, where have you been? And Deku's just like, well, for one, I've been hunting. They're just like, hunting what? And Deku's just like, hunting the League of Villains. And they've heard about like random killings of League members. And so they're just like, Deku, please tell us that you're not the one killing these League members, because we have to take you in if you are. And Stain, since you are working with him. And Deku's just like, well, that's my cue to leave. They're just like, God damn it, Deku. And so Deku leaves with another smoke bomb and just completely disappears. Because I'm going to say he has a cloaking device. And it goes with his outfit. Also, I'm going to pause it right there. So, to anyone that can draw, like, artists and character designs, if you want to give me a suggestion on a what if, I'll do that what if, but I ask that you can make the Deku what you want him to look like, or she, because I do plan on doing female Dekus, but not anytime soon though. But yeah, artists are welcome, and if I'm already doing a what if and you want to give me one of your arts that matches what I'm talking about, or you make one that matches what I'm talking about, I'll accept it. And then all I ask is you put your name on it. Well, I sound like a kindergarten teacher. Put your name on your art, kids. But like, actually, like, put your initials on it, and then text me what your name is. And if you have a nickname, just tell me that too. But also, how you can send it to me is in my Discord. Just send it to me in the what if section, or just send it to me directly through Discord. But you guys got to join the Discord if you want to do that. And also, I might be adding in another Discord, but I have to get permission from the leader of that Discord. So it'll be in there if I get permission, but until then, don't know. Anyways, back to the story. So Deku is on the run from heroes. And they gave him like a head start because, they all know him. And they're just like, I mean, he was doing it for a good cause. And also for vengeance, but it is helping out because crime rate has gone down like a lot since he's started 2 months ago. And yeah, so Deku hops on his motorcycle and it turns into a hover bike, and he just flies off. Like, just flies off. And also, I'm gonna say, like, he has a business. He has a merc business, and it's a building based in Japan, or wherever my hero takes place in. And it's like in the dark, on like the shady side of the city he's in. And it's called One for the Money. That's what the business is called. And I'm gonna say he convinced Toga, Dabi, and Mei Hatsume to come join his team. So Mei Hatsume is basically the third smartest person in the world, because I'm doing that. Why not? And so that's who I'm shipping Deku with, because I don't think I did a ship in this one yet. So that's who I'm doing the ship with. Maybe he might have two. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna give him two. Yeah, it's Katsuki and Mei. And so Deku emails Katsugi his business address and also his warehouse, because the business is in a warehouse and all that, and says to meet him there at 10 p.m. and don't make sure that you're not followed. So she does. She comes and she meets Mei Hatsume, Toga, and Dabi. And as soon as she sees Toga and Dabi, she's just like, "Villains, what'd you do to Deku?" And Deku just comes out of the shadows, be like, "Calm down, Katsugi. They're with me. They work for me now." They're, and Katsugi is just like, "Are you a villain now, Deku?" And Mei steps out of her workshop saying, "We're not villains per se. We're just people that know what it takes to get the job done." And I'm gonna say that Katsugi knows who Mei is, and everyone knows that she went missing like 1 month ago, and that's when she got recruited by Deku. And she just like, "Mei, why don't you come back to school? Everybody's worried about you." And Mei says, "Well, one, they didn't really give me all of the freedoms to make what I wanted, but Deku does, and he gives me the materials. So, and I'm properly funded here, so, yeah." Also, he cured Dabi of his... Oh yeah, I am going to say that Dabi's injuries are, like, fixed, and Deku built a machine to, regulate Dabi's quirk. And also, he helped Toga with her quirk, too. And he has kept in contact with Koda, Eri, Katsuo, and Katsuma. He has kept in contact with all four of them. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to rush this. I'm tired. This is a 27-minute video. But, yeah. So, and I'm going to say that Katsugi instantly knows that Mei has a thing for Deku. And Deku knows that both of them have a thing for him. So he just like, "Mei, Katsugi, come up to my office." And I'm going to say that Toga and Dabi are also a thing in this, because I gotta spread around the love. So Deku, Mei, and Katsugi go up to his office. He has a little room in there. And if you know where this is going, yeah. Yeah, you know where this is going. So they're up there, they're just talking, just like, and Deku just straight up says it. "Look, I know both of you guys like me, and I love both of you guys, but I'm not about to choose one of you, because I love each of you, both of you two, equally. So it would break my heart to choose one of you over the other. So, would you both mind being my girlfriends?" And they look at each other. They look each other up and down. They're just like, "Yeah, that will work." And Dexter's just like, "So, you guys want to have some fun?" So, I mean, this place is soundproof. And once again, they look at each other, look back at Deku. Just like, they're just like, "Oh yeah, we've been waiting for this for a long time." Ugh, excuse me. Should I? Nah, I mean, yeah, fuck it, why not? I'm gonna give you guys a little detail. Not a lot, but a little. A little. A little. But, alright, here we go. So, they all start kissing, rubbing up against each other, and slowly, Deku starts to take off his shirt and all of his clothes, and Mina and Katsuki do the same, but they do it sexier. And man, oh man, does Deku have a huge heart on. And he's just like, so, who's going first? And when he says that, and he gives them this like devilish look, he's basically like Lucifer when he asks you, what is your deepest desire? He's basically like that. Like, he just has that technique. Like, he could just instantly get a girl wet, and that's what he did to these two. But that's it. That's it. That's as much as you guys are getting. I'm not going that deep into that just yet. Maybe if you guys get me to at least 600 subscribers, I'll go deep into detail next time in my next what if. So that's my terms. And also, let's make a light goal for this video. Let's try to get it to 250 likes. And also like and subscribe too. So yeah. But yeah, they wake up the next morning. They're just like, wow, Deku has a lot of stamina. But that's gonna be it for this part. I'll see y'all in the next part. Peace.